All right, what is going on, everybody? I hope y'all are doing well. In this video, I'm just going to go over real quickly some things I picked up for my personal collection, as well as some things I plan on holding for a little bit and grading down the line. I have a pretty good relationship with a local store in my area, and they'll give me a call when they get some stuff in that they think I'll be interested in. And this is from one of those calls. So a guy came in and had a bunch of these reverse hollows from these kind of EX sets. And I'm just a big fan of these. I think they're really cool. I think they have a really unique identity and something that you can still find at a very reasonable price if you find them in person, especially ungraded. So we have a couple cards from EX Crystal Guardians, and this isn't the price I paid. I usually get about like 10 to 15% off because I buy like quite a few of them. So yeah, these were all in really good condition. So I was really happy to get these. They're all in roughly the same condition. I just love the stamp on them. I think that's kind of like a print line down the middle there. But overall, they're in really nice condition. Most of these are mint. I think a couple of them will probably get a gem mint 10. But yeah, so these are really cool. I really like these. So yeah, we'll just kind of go through these. The reverse hollows from this era have the set stamp on them, and I just think that really sets them apart. There's a couple complete sets from these complete sets from these sets sold on Golden Auctions last week, and a couple of people on YouTube bought some of those sets, and it was crazy. They weren't advertised as having the complete reverse hollow set with them, so it was just like it said like the 114 card complete set. Some of these have the gold stars in them, and it had all the reverses with them. So it was just a crazy good find, good deal. But yeah, we have this Magikarp. This one ran a little more expensive just because it's Magikarp. Not as in good a shape. One thing I'm doing in my own personal collection is I'm putting together a binder of Delta Species cards. And so I needed this for my binder collection. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I guess the guy had brought in like 50 of these, and a lot what they put out had already sold. But he had some left over, and he called me once he realized that these were older cards because he didn't really know what they were. But yeah, we have Cacnea. Yeah, pretty good shape. But yeah, some crazy stuff's happening in the market right now. It's doing pretty good. It's kind of slowed off. Some of my sales have definitely slowed off, although I've been so busy lately I haven't been modifying my listings. I have a lot of cards from the Wizards of the Coast era, PSA 8 to 9, that I've been sitting for a while now. Some cards I've just taken down because I like them more than what they're fetching right now. But overall, I'm still selling. I'm still buying. I actually picked up some CGC graded cards recently that really underperformed at auction. They're graded. They're graded really well. They're all mint cards, and they were selling for about $250 less than the PSE counterpart. And you look at the subgrades, you look at the card, and I was very comfortable making that purchase. The Celio, pretty good condition. Kind of a funky looking Pokemon. But yeah, one of those I picked up was a CGC 9 first edition Dragonite from Fossil. That's one of my collection goals that I've been working on for a while, is getting a PSA 9 first edition copy of everything from Gen 1. Not looking at base set right now, but going from Fossil Jungle all the way through the gyms and Team Rocket. I've already completed my Neo set that I was able to grade myself from a collection purchase I made last year. So yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm kind of slowed down a little bit. I was buying pretty aggressively ungraded cards. Those are starting to dry up a little bit. But I am still finding some interesting auctions that aren't very well publicized, where people are finding their old collection still, but they're not, they don't want to grade because turnaround times are so long. They just want the money, so they're selling off their collection raw. So I did pick up a few of those at pretty good prices. Here's another Skitty. We'll just jump over real quick. So some things I did pick up recently at ungraded were these three cards. I didn't need these for my PC, but they just were going too cheap. These were in really good condition. For the most part, these are all mint. They do have the Notorious Neo print lines on them, but that's okay. You know, the price I think I got these ones for like, I think I got this for like 20. This one for like $20. The Zoom Roll for like 30, and the Hair Cross for 60, I think. I don't think that Hair Cross will grade above an 8, though it did have more print lines than I was expecting. So I'm not sure, and I'll just put that in my grading pile for down the road. Here's a cool Torch It card. Really like this. Artwork on this one's pretty cool. Unique design. Who's the artist on this one? Kazuki. I think that's pretty cool. You know, nice condition. Nice condition. There are some Torch It collectors out there that I've seen, that I've run across, but yeah, I'm just a big fan of these stamp cards. I just think they're really cool. And for the price point I was paying, this one was marked at 15. I think I talked them down to 5 based on comps, but yeah, just really nice condition. And for what I don't have in my personal collection, I'll be setting these in my grading pile and just waiting for. Oop, that's a perfect fit sleeve. I'm just waiting for either PSA to come down, or for me to get more comfortable with sending my cards off to CGC. I have about 150 cards at CGC right now, and I submitted those in like January or February of this year, and I still haven't gotten them back yet. At that time, the turnaround times were advertised as like 80 working days. Obviously, that's not true, but so when I get those back, I'm going to go through the grades and get more comfortable with it. I just hate 8.5s. So for these like vintage cards, I just don't want to have any 8.5s. So once I get a better understanding of what a 9 will look like with CGC, I'll probably send some more off. I know I'm just going to be much more careful with what I send, because I don't think long term 8.5s are going to be really appreciated that much. I know I don't want them for my personal collection. But here's a Salaman School card. I was missing this in my binder, so that's why I picked this one up. It's not the best condition. There is some whitening, so I won't grade this, but it will go into my binder, which I'm totally happy with. And then I have a Palkia here. This one was actually the most expensive one. This does, I believe it was a pretty hard card to grade. If I'm not out of view this whole time. But it's not the best condition, but these do go for quite a bit. It is a cool card. I am a big Palkia. I'm not a big Palkia fan, but I do like some of the Palkia cards I've come across. But yeah, so I've been picking up a lot of these cards throughout the past year, just in collection purchases I made from like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. And I'm not quite sure I haven't quite decided what I want to do with my duplicates. Actually, hang on a second. Let me show you. So one thing that I've been doing is let me adjust my view a little bit. You're going to see my speaker in the background, but so as I've been finding some of these hollows from these older sets, I've been kind of putting them in team bags. This comes from one of the trainer toolkits from a long time ago, or trainer kits. Does some of these Latios cards out of view, and I've just been throwing these aside. Some of these aren't the best condition, but I do come across quite a few of these. So I've just been putting them in these team bags and setting them aside. We have some from EX Delta Species. Pretty decent condition. These Plusles, or Manoon and what's the other one? Yeah, Manoon and Plusle from the Trainer Toolkit, or Trainer Kit 2. Then I came across some Pop Series cards. I think I only have 2 in here, 1. Every time I come across a Nintendo Black Star, I throw it in here and put it on my Excel sheet. Some of these go for a decent amount, but I've just been putting these aside. Here's some more from EX Crystal Guardian. Let's see what I got in here. Anything too exciting? Yeah, nothing. Shoot, sorry guys, nothing too crazy. So here's the regular hollow, and here's the non-hollow. So they're very similar. I just love the ones with the stamp. I think they're really cool, and you have the hollow on the name. For this set, for this card, pretty cool. Is that because it's a rare? Yeah, it's because it's a rare. But yeah, I guess we can make this a little longer and just kind of go through some of these. I had a lot from EX Deoxys, which is such a cool set. So some of these aren't, well, not all these are the reverses, obviously. Here's the Rayquaza, not great shape, but it's probably, you know, LP. Jirachi, I think that's such a cool Jirachi artwork. We had the Metagross, Plusle, the Sableye, such a sweet hollow pattern. I'm trying to get in the center. Master Ball, I think that's a pretty sweet Master Ball. I got that Magikarp, Starmie, Shroomish, Fanphy, and a Balloon Berry. But yeah, I think it's it's kind of a fun way to do this. You know, my goal was to, you know, put all these into binders, so I'm working on that. Here's some nice cards from Unseen Forces. Look at that Onyx. Can you see that hole in the background? It's just incredible. But yeah, so I just throw these in here every time I come across them, which is kind of a fun thing to do with them when you buy these like larger collections. I'll typically set the cards that I think are worth selling right away. I'll go ahead and do it just to recoup my cost, and I'll put these ones in the back, and eventually figure out what to do with them. But we don't go on too much more. So you got some from Legend Maker. I think Legend Maker is such a cool set. Love that set symbol. Just kind of hits for me. We have a bunch from Fire Red Leaf Green, Team Magma, Team Aqua, Hidden Legends. We got some from here. We'll go through the EX Team Rocket. There's some sweet cards from this set. Wasn't planning on going. Here's Dark Steelix. That's such a cool artwork. We have a Dark Hypno, Dark Pupitar, Dark Marowak, Dark Electrode. These sets just weren't printed too much. I come across a decent amount of these, but I haven't in quite a while. You know, there's a lot of complaints in the hobby about like the Logan Paul break from last year and the kind of what it did. And well, yeah, there were definitely some negative side effects from that. One thing that I was able to do was it got a lot of people back on the hobby, and when that happens, they go in their closets and dig out their old binder collections. And I was able to like October, November, December, and January of last year, I had a lot of hits off of like my Craigslist ad and Facebook Marketplace from people that I found their own old collections, and I was able to purchase a lot from them. Then I got some Expedition in the back, some Sandstorm. So that was, that's one thing where, while yes, there's been some negativity that's coming to the hobby from that, but I really have a hard time justifying some of the negativity stemming from too much people being in the hobby, because I think overall and long term, that's what this hobby needs to sustain and grow. And there's definitely things you can take advantage of that doesn't involve scalping. And for me, it was getting a lot of people to find their own collections, and I was able to pick up a lot of things from that, and it was definitely very beneficial for my my longevity in the hobby. Some of the stuff I found that I don't think I've even shown yet are still sitting up on my shelf. I'll probably make some videos on those down the road, but yeah, I was able to pick up a ton of cards from just people having more exposure to the hobby. But anyways, that's all for today. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.